Okay, we're gonna start over here with a photo, framed photo from the film, a still from the film. I don't remember where I got that. I think Mom got that for me. Here is the Cat's Meow Village, the Granville House, Ernie's Taxi, Martini's Bar, Welcome to Bedford Falls Tree, the Andersons and Bailey Building and Loan, which is actually backwards from the way it's supposed to be. The steps are supposed to be on the right side, not on the left. Mr. Gower's Drugstore, and the Bijou Theater. And then here's a really cool Christmas tree with sparkly snow frost stuff on it that is not part of the collection, but I found it and it fit well and it looks very cool and I love it, so I added it. So, here is a bookshelf with, here's some regular books including like Gone with the Wind and whatever, but on this shelf down here, these are some of my books related to It's a Wonderful Life. Some of them are fiction, some of them are non-fiction, some of them are new, some of them are very old. Some of them are signed. That It's a Wonderful Life cookbook is signed by Carolyn Grimes. And The Man Who Killed Lincoln was written by Philip Van Doornstern, which you can see on the byline down there. He's the man who wrote The Greatest Gift, which was later turned into It's a Wonderful Life. Okay, and then down here are some more books about It's a Wonderful Life. The script, 2 copies of It's a Wonderful Life for kids, a copy of Janine Basinger's It's a Wonderful Life book, which is the go-to reference book for me. A book by Clay Eels down there. The red one above that is actually that's the script for, I don't remember if that's the script for It's a Wonderful Life or for A Christmas Story. It's one of those two. I think that one's A Christmas Story. So that got mixed in there. Here is a couple of things that I found printed in my It's a Wonderful Life collector card collection. And then here's the book that I'm working on, that I'm writing, that has kind of come to a standstill, still looking for a publisher. So, but that's nonfiction about the movie. So I'll come up here. Here is J.M. Stewart and Company, which was the hair hardware store that James Stewart's father owned in Indiana, Pennsylvania. That's Cat's Meow also. That's across the street or just down the street from where the Jimmy Stewart Museum is now in that same town. Here is I think it's ceramic, picture frame with my oldest son when he was, I think that was when he was 3 years old. So he's now 13, so that was a few years ago. But there's that. And another book that doesn't fit very well in that bookshelf called It's a Wonderful Life by Marie Cahill. That's got some really good pictures of it in it. Here's a mandolin and a ukulele, not a ukulele, a mandolin and some sort of harp. I forget what these things are called. That belonged to my wife's grandparents. Here is an It's a Wonderful Life plaque that fits above the window quite well. Nice little fire alarm. It's a Wonderful Life cast list and photo, which is signed by Carolyn Grimes. It says, "Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings." Signed by Carolyn Grimes and personalized to me. Okay. Across the hallway here, we have, I forget who did this, David something. I forget his name. This is a movie poster that was made in the late 90s. Very cool. There's a movie poster for Harvey that I got from the Jimmy Stewart Museum in Indiana, Pennsylvania. I might have gotten that in 2000 something. Let me see if there's dates on these. 1997, yeah. So, Eric J.W. Lee did this one. I also got that one from the Jimmy Stewart Museum. Harvey movie poster from Jimmy Stewart Museum. That's a great movie if you haven't seen it. And then the original movie poster, which is obviously a reprint because I couldn't afford something like that. but very cool. Another It's a Wonderful Life thing, which is now crooked, which I have to fix. I've had that one forever. This is my customized plate that I had for a couple of years in 2001. And then another personalized to Gregory Van Voris, a very special friend from Carolyn Grimes. Signed with her trademark bell. And this one, my mom found a travel flag for Fiji. That's that's George Bailey looking for oh, come on. I want a big one. Suitcase. So this was I kind of made this into George's travel wishes. This I found January 1945. I don't think this is the real one. I actually have the one that was in the movie. Well, I don't have the one that was in the movie, but I have a copy of the one that was in the movie. But this talks about... this talked about Fiji right there and Paris, and so I picked that as the one to put in here to represent George's travel wishes. Here is another It's a Wonderful Life plaque. And if I come around here, oh, watch out, baby. I've got a Zuzu Ginger Snaps. You Need a Biscuit, National Biscuit Company. It's a metal sign. And then here's another Zuzu Ginger Snaps, National Biscuit Company sign. Here is a painting from Dale Gallen from Gettysburg. He's housed in Gettysburg. This was the best place for it in this house. Man, I love that painting. They recently redid that house. That was General Lee's headquarters in Gettysburg. They recently destroyed the hotel around it and all the Waffle Houses and whatever else was out there, Pancake House. They tore everything down and restored it to this original state. So that's really cool. And then down here we have my wife's Bible from when she was a kid. This is a basket of wine, salt, and bread, which you'll recall is the gift that they gave to the Martinis when they moved. Here's a little picture of Jimmy Stewart. I had found that in an old frame, but the frame broke, so I put it in that one. This is a bell that used to be on my great-grandma's Christmas tree. That's what she used to decorate. And then in the back here is an angel's wings, and it says, "Each man's life touches so many other lives." And then that's the ultrasound of my oldest son, who's now 13 years old. And right next to that, I still need to find a frame for this, is the ultrasound of my youngest son, who is now 8 years old. So that's got a few years on it too. Here's a small cedar box with It's a Wonderful Life on it. Painted on it. That's pretty cool. Another silver bell that is signed on the inside by Carolyn Grimes. I need to clean it. It says, "To Greg Van Voris, I really need to clean it because I can't read it, especially when I'm trying to film it at the same time." So, but it's signed in there by Carolyn. And she signed it, I believe she signed it when I saw her during that visit. That was November 29th, 1997. We met up in Cleveland. And then this is a Clarence bell. It says, "Every time a bell rings, an angel gets his wings." And down at the bottom it says, "It's a Wonderful Life." It is a working bell, and the dinger, the clacker, are his feet. And then over here, this is odd. You have to really think about the movie to get this one. This is a print of butterflies. And if you'll remember, Pa Bailey had the framed butterflies. He had 2 framed butterfly collections I think it was in his dining room. And once he died, George inherited them, and you can see them hanging in the Granville house then. So I got that. And then here is a wooden painted picture of It's a Wonderful Life. And then here, this actually might be one of my favorite parts of my collection, of my It's a Wonderful Life collection. It is the actual print music, sheet music for I Love You Truly. And it also makes mention of, it says, as unpretentious as the wild rose, which my Wild Irish Rose is the song that Uncle Billy sang as he was leaving Harry and Ruth's wedding reception. So, I Love You Truly, the actual sheet music, written by Carrie Jacobs Bond. So this is the song that Bert and Ernie sang outside of the Granville house on George and Mary's wedding night. So that is my It's a Wonderful Life collection as far as I have it set up at this point. So I hope you enjoyed and maybe learned something along the way. Merry Christmas. We'll see you sometime. Or I don't know. You'll see me. I don't know if I'll see you. But hey, have a good night.